Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's Countdown to Whirl. I am current stuff with the projects that I've done. I've spent the entire day working on one house for the background. So yeah, I spent the entire day doing one house. It was like madness, but I was able to finish the longest scene in the short. And the short, what am I thinking? So I'll keep in touch with you guys. It's coming along fine. Just trying to scrounge as much time as I can doing it. Thank you. So Brony and I are working on our website for a company. And one of the things we have to include in there is an email prompt at the bottom. You know, you type your name in the boxes, give them the information, ask them a question, and hit submit, and then boom, they get it, that kind of stuff. So as we're making it, we have to do the box where you have to enter your personal name, your first, last name, or middle initial, whatever you want to do. For this, we have to set a character limit for how much you can type inside the box. We were using a base from another website that she made in order to help set this up. Unfortunately, the character limit on it had a limit of about, I think it was 30 something. I can't really recall too exact. But then I tell her, we need to be more inclusive. Let's look up who has the most characters in their name. So we did, and it turns out that the person who has the most characters in their name is a guy in Germany. He has a total of 747 characters in their name. And that person's name is... Oh, hell no, I'm not even gonna try it. Also, Silver Quill. Ugh. Okay, my intro. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show. We talk nerd! Oh my goodness. Welcome to this week's episode where we are here again. Only this time I'm sober. Thank goodness.
And it's Monday.
Yes, we are aware it's Monday. The day everybody likes.
Monday.
Shit, I'm awake.
Anyway, tonight we have our special guest host joining us tonight, and that would be Mr. Silver Quill, Brony analyst, video maker, content stuff. I'm sorry, what is it you do again?
Well, I apparently need to stroke my own ego because that was just a little tapering out there at the end. You started strong, but you lost a little energy there. So, Silver Quill, Grand Poobah of awesomeness and self-hyper extraordinaire. Yes, I think that will work quite nicely. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Tonight we got a lot of cool stuff to talk to you about, such as 2 trailers that came out this week. I know a couple more did, but I was too late on it. Please excuse me. I'm lazy that way. Although it was much easier to make stuff during this time there. We got trailers for, boom, Oh, wait, forgot to hit that thing. I'm sorry. Give me a break there. Kraven the Hunter, Metalocalypse, Army of Doomstar. A Metalocalypse movie? I was not expecting that. Oh, my goodness. What are they coming up with next? I'll never know.
You will hear many a happy yee from me when it comes out.
There we go. I expected you would. Also, we got...
Yeah, there's actually... Well, there's supposed to be a Metalocalypse video game that was sadly canceled years ago.
Okay, I have comments on that after I do these topics, so stay put on that. Speaking of comments, we got comments on the recent Nintendo Direct. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. Most of it, we're going to be ignoring half of the RPGs that were announced. So yeah, which is pretty much half of a Direct in general, so give us a break there. Also, Cruizer went to see the recent Transformers movie. We'll be getting his comments on that later tonight. Silver Quill wanted to talk about a book. Jablonski wants to talk about is going to be doing 2 minutes of controversy and a whole lot more. But no, seriously, I gotta know here, Cruiser, a Metalocalypse video game. What
yeah.
What would the gameplay be? Dare I ask?
Probably just to see how many kills you can rack up by accident.
Well, why not? Why not? If they could do that with Aqua Teen Hunger Force and combining ninjas and golf, I'm pretty sure they could do something with Guitar Hero and killing.
I don't think they ever referenced Guitar Hero in the show. Oh, no, wait, they kind of did. There was a dying kid that was a big fan of Toki Wartooth,
oh my God,
one of the guitar players, and she did, this fan video. She was about to die, and she's playing the Guitar Hero controller, and Toki wanted nothing to do with kids anymore. He was sick of it. He's always looked at as the baby of the band, and he sees this video, his heart breaks, he goes, sees the girl, she's dead.
oh my God.
Further in the imagery that Toki Wartooth is the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
I actually had a friend of mine who went to college who was a metalhead and actually did look almost close to Toki. He only a little bit shorter and a little bit fatter, but
But did he have the accents?
No, he didn't. He was from I think he was from Montana.
But the important question needs to be asked. Did he have any banana stickers?
He did not.
The banana sticker.
Maybe banana sticker.
I guess since we're in that topic there, you might as well just talk about the recent Metalocalypse trailer. Calls will be open to everybody for those who are wishing to call in.
I did see the trailer. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But they really seem to be playing this up as sort of like the grand finale of Death Clock, which very well could be. Because I know Brandon Small doesn't actually own the name or the band. Adult Swim does, which is a bit sad because that means they need their permission to ever go on tour.
They're actually on tour right now with Baby Metal.
Sadly.
Aren't you gonna
As I recall, many of their seasons were delayed because the band was on tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always wanted to see if I could actually do their song Thunder Horse at a pony convention. Just say, I want to find a metal song about ponies, but I can only find one about horses. It's close enough, right? Let's hope this works. And then just go into that song.
Really? I give you permission to sing it right now.
Yeah, it's just 2 words. Thunder and horse.
Oh, there's a little bit of ride in there, too. Ride. Ride.
Yeah, that's it. That's just those 3 words. That's it.
But you got to have the deep voice.
No, wait, there's a 4th word. Revenge. Revenge.
Do I have to look up lyrics for Thunder Horse? Okay, do I have to look up lyrics for Thunder Horse for you? Just to see how many lyrics we got in here, how many words are in this?
You mean like this? Thunder Horse, ride revenge. Thunder Horse, ride revenge.
Okay, it's ride, thunder, Thunder Horse. That's 1 word apparently. Revenge, That's pretty much it. And horse. And horse.
We're getting real technical now.
Yeah, so I mean, I've never seen Death Clock live. I would like to. They are coming to Orlando in September, so fingers crossed. I know Brony actually wants to see this too. So.
What? Brony, a metalhead?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yes, but
the way the trailer makes it look the way the trailer makes it look as if there's like it's doing like a whole prophecy ritual thing or something like that. Like I think the band is gonna have to like perform some sort of song to save the world or something like that, or do some weird performance that kills several demons or other bad guys or something.
Sweetie Bloom's in the chat. How you doing? Stop horsing around. Thank you.
Hello, Sweetie Bloom. Good to have you here.
We will never stop horsing around.
Never.
We are always up to. Okay, so 3 of these people are horsing around. 1 is just kind of sleepy, and then there's me, who's just a silly goose.
Yeah.
Honk.
That's Silver.
Yeah, Sweetie Bloom. Nice
he's a chicken.
meeting you here.
He's part goose. I mean, come on.
But the funny thing, Metalocalypse has always had this prophecy. It's like they had 2 stories going at once. There was everybody acting like the Metalocalypse crew or Death Clock would cause the apocalypse. And then on more recent season, they pull a reversal on you. You're supposed to help. It's like a death metal band is supposed to deliver a message of hope. You sure you got the right prophets here?
Well, here's the plot. I looked this up for you. The plot goes as follows. While Toki and Abigail remain in the clutches of Magnus Hammersmith and the metal-masked assassin, the remaining members of Deathclaw carry on with their lives while pretending not to care. But as their guilt mounts...
I think that's the last movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Galacticon? What was it called again?
There's just one scene in the trailer that I love. Of the Metalocalypse trailer. It's just that he's having this whole spiritual moment with this whale.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that scene.
It's all good, sweetie.
Like I'm just right here, just going like, oh, okay. I mean, like I never thought of anybody saying, my spirit animal is a whale.
Well, I mean, in that Linkin Park video, in the end, they have a whale flying in the sky for some reason.
Yeah, but that's not what I meant.
You dare question the cinematic masterpiece of Linkin Park? How dare you, good sir?
How dare you disturb the hot dog flavored water?
Besides, if Linkin Park doesn't work, Hitchhiker's Guide from the Galaxy had a whale in the sky for about 2 seconds.
He's true. He's true.
So long and thanks for all the fish.
Apparently there's also 2 albums coming out this year that they can now pre-save. It was a Death album IV. Is that 5? I'm not good with rhyme.
Probably.
Is it V is 5?
IV 4.
Oh, IV is 4.
Okay, 4. Death album 4 includes the new original Death Clock songs and released that says on August 22nd. Same time as the movie, I believe. The second album is the soundtrack, which will include additional songs plus a totally original movie score and will be released on August 25th, not too far afterwards. So yes, Cruiser is going to be making his hearing even worse by like blowing that up there. So what did she write here? And a bowl of petunias.
Between that and Black Thunder.
Magical Star Flash, thanks for coming on.
I kind of had a feeling when I shared that, like, Cruiser would love this one.
Okay, I can see why. I finally found the title for that other movie.
What was it?
It's called the Doomstar Requiem, so I can see why it caused confusion. It's a rock opera.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I heard good stuff about the Doomstar Requiem rock opera. How long was it? Like an hour or so?
Yep. And almost purely musical.
Oh yeah, definitely. You just got to see a whole Death Clock concert movie. That would be just it.
So basically, it's their version of The Wall.
Quite possibly. I mean, I think Sweetie Bloom would attest that it's no Hamilton, but nothing else is.
Magical Star Flash asks rock opera? Cruiser, as the concert man, will you please tell everybody what a rock opera is?
Just like a Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Basically, think of it like an actual show. But instead of the music being classical opera music, it is rock and roll.
So in other words, it's literally every concert. Just different.
No,
genre.
not really, because with operas there has to be a continuing narrative throughout the show.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, and that's what Trans-Siberian Orchestra was really famous for. They wrote 3 rock operas. They performed one of them each winter season with a great spectacle, I must say.
Always fighting the fighter of the night's man.
Blue Griffin Zora says, does The Wall count as a rock opera? It does. Kinda.
It's more of a musical story.
I love that.
That seems a bit more fitting.
I like that comment. That's
kind of like My Chemical Romance is the Black Parade. How that one's a story told through music.
I like the comment Sweetie Bloom just made here. Like Rent, but not really.
Yeah.
A fair description.
Basically. Anyway, the movie will be available on August 22nd for digital purchase and Blu-ray. Pre-orders are now open, and I'm going to assume that's going to be on Max as well. I got to remember I can't say HBO Max anymore because it's illegal now.
Why?
Because we can't say it. HBO HBO is the word of the devil now, apparently.
Why?
It's me.
It would be too long for me to explain it. But it involves ninjas,
Nope.
laser cannons,
You can just-
space,
You can
interdimensional
just,
demons.
but you can still say HBO Max. Like, shit isn't gonna happen.
Shit's not gonna happen, Kuma? All the
HBO
shit will
Max.
happen.
Actually, I just love it
HBO
if you
Max.
said. I'd love if you said like HBO Max and the bookcase behind him just suddenly collapses.
Right?
Just every time you say HBO Max, some tragedy strikes.
No, it's like Frau Brucker in Young Frankenstein.
That's what I was getting towards. It always gets better when I have to explain the joke, but yeah. I'm gonna be going to the calls soon for those wishing to call in and join in the Discord chat. I'm gonna have to go. Except whenever I call in, I'm probably gonna need to switch to my face cam because I'm gonna be seeing who's available there. Until we get to Kraven the Hunter, which I'm really excited for.
I have a.
You have a dog now. It's a corgi. Where'd you get a corgi from?
Oh, this is Lottie. This is my roommate's dog.
So you see, he tried for a Labrador but came up short.
We are not affiliated with HBO and their devil practices. Oh my God, Sweetie Bloom is agreeing with everything I'm saying. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you work for Disney. They have devil practices.
Nah, we don't. We usually just pray to some guy who looks like Kraft mac and cheese. Anyway, we got a selector detector coming into the calls. Stand by. Bye. It's every time so we have to bring these people in. It's always crazy. We always get some stuff there. Selector detector, you're on ants. Welcome.
Oh, thank gosh! You saved me. Oh, thank gosh! You guys saved me for how much? From a conversation with another person I did not want to get into.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes. Cool. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. Anyway.
Never mind.
Thank you. You're looking fine tonight.
How can you tell? Oh, there's the cam. Okay.
Hello. How you guys been? It's been a while.
It has been a while. Where have you been? He said HBO Max, and then he got sent to the bottom pits of hell.
Some nights some nights I just like to relax, and other times on Sunday I usually play D&D.
You play with double D's? Nice.
I said Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
D&D.
Double D's.
Double D's.
What's the matter, dude? Everybody likes double D's.
He's my.
You've been saying it so long, dude.
Be it double D from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Be it.
It's D&D,
Yeah.
not double D.
He's dynamite. Anyway, what do you think? We were just talking about the recent Metalocalypse movie coming out here. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I haven't really seen it yet, but
What's that?
as long as it's not a horror movie.
Kind of is. I mean, gore to be sure, animated gore.
I was gonna
Oh,
say that
geez.
they never really had like any specific like horrifying imagery. It's mostly just been like gorifying stuff.
Is gore horrifying? I don't know. It's a debate for another day.
Ooh, gorifying.
Gorify. I was about to say gorify.
Yeah,
Did you
I
say
did say
glorify
gorifying.
or glorify?
Gore with a G, gorifying.
It almost sounded
yeah,
like
but-
horrifying.
Gorifying.
But no, yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's like they don't mean to be scary. It's just like the imagery is just like things that are either mutilated or bloodied or
Ow.
Yeah.
As long as it's not something like Pennywise,
Well, there's a clown.
He does cocaine.
you just had to jinx it, didn't you?
I never did.
Well, he does cocaine. I mean, come on.
Oh my god. Seriously? You gonna get that into a clown doing cocaine? Come on, Dr. Roxo.
Yeah, come on. I do cocaine!
Okay, come on, guys. Are you just clowning around now?
No, that's an actual character who says that in the show.
This is a guy who has never
Ow.
been on Ants, apparently, to ask that question. You're amazing. You're amazing. All right. I want to thank you for joining in, man. Appreciate your time. Don't be a stranger. Stay a while. We love it.
See ya.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sweetie Bloom leaves another comment. Most double Ds are affiliated with back pain in some way. Oh my goodness. Sweetie Bloom, please keep leaving comments. I love every single one of them. Thank you.
Oh my.
If that's the case, I'll help tow them around for a couple of hours. You know, if you need a spotter, just give me a holler.
Oh my god.
What? Okay. Actually, I feel like just lost the stream there. Whoa.
What do you mean you lost the stream?
But no. I don't know why my browser decided to hiccup.
I hate when that happens. You should give it some water or try and scare it.
Lottie is just right over here, like
No,
with the back, just smiling at me.
Whenever my girlfriend gets hiccups, and this weirdly works for some reason, I just mess with her. I go, I say that the hiccups need to go away, and they go away.
So you control the hiccuping. Oh. Now
Yes, it's my conqueror's hockey.
All right, let's move on to our next topic right now. Vinegar.
Yes. Why there should be a horror movie called The Hiccuping.
Yes,
This
why?
summer, you'll need to hold your breath.
Every hiccup you give me $100. Is that how it went? How it went? You have to say, "I'll give you $100 if you hiccup again."
Well, actually, I feel like that was strong bet. Hey, that sheet. I'll give you $20 to stop hiccuping.
Oh my god. Okay, next topic here. We got another movie trailer that came out this week, and this one was for Kraven the Hunter. I just want to say up front, I love this poster. Kraven on the throne. What is it with Marvel movies with characters sitting on thrones in the posters that make it look badass? Come on.
Because dude is a fucking king.
I was gonna say that didn't start until we had Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Then that was just badass.
That was badass. It was awesome. So this movie, one of my favorite podcasts I like to listen to is a podcast called The Casual Criminalist by educational YouTuber Simon Whistler. And one of the things he constantly does, he basically cold reads a script that someone writes for him. And he just makes comments at it about like a criminal case or like something like that. And he has what is called the rules of being a criminal. For example, rule number 1, don't write down your crimes. Rule number 2, don't rap about your crimes. Rule number 3, get the lawyer. But one of the things is the rules for creating a criminal. Number 1, don't fuck up your kids. And that's what happens in this movie, essentially, based on what I'm looking at. So
Essentially.
yes, I really loved this trailer. We discussed this trailer during CinemaCon where they GRR aesthetic. We discussed this was premiered at CinemaCon. We read a description of what we saw, and it was almost down to a T. Aaron Taylor Johnson, he looks amazing as the hunter. I love this design. Almost close to the comic. What do you guys think?
I just don't like calling him the hunter.
Yeah, I'm. So I saw so when I was watching the trailer, I'm like, okay, how are they going to work this? How are they going to work that? And it showed enough to where like, okay, you've piqued my interest, but at the same time, I'm still like, I'll probably see it. But I don't know if I'm gonna if it's like day one, go to the theater, worth seeing.
I feel like Jablonski might agree with me on this. I don't know why. I'm getting like a weird Morbius feeling from it.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it's kind of made by this. It is made by Sony too. So
true, but no, yeah, I just meant
it's supposed to be within the Venomverse. So I'm
yeah.
I kind of get that feeling too, but at the same time, it's like I treat it like its own movie regardless.
Yeah, I do have some good hopes for it. It's just that the way the trailer kind of plays it off, it's just that I guess we're supposed to be like again because I like the way it looks. It's just Kraven is meant to be. Again, this guy is supposed to be a bad guy, so So I just don't know what we're supposed to be following specifically either.
It's what. Okay, so with Kraven the Hunter, he's
A hunter.
yes, he is one of Spider-Man's rogues gallery villains. However, it's not. He's. I wouldn't say he's completely like diabolical evil.
No, he's not like a take over the world kind of villain.
No,
Anyway,
he's
Silver, you
hoping
were-
for the strongest hunt.
Anyway, Silver, you were going to leave a comment there on what your thoughts were?
Well, if it's set in the Venomverse, I'm expecting a Sinister Six teaser cameo at the end. Post-credit scene, most like.
Yep.
I mean, it has been teased for a while for Sinister Six. I mean, who have we got so far?
I'm sorry.
Vulcan, Scorpion, Kraven, the Chameleon's in this. I don't know if he was a Sinister Six member or not, but
They've had a rotating cast.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Sinister Six is just the title. It's always just like 6 villains in general. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, it's just a 6 team up. I thought it was just like
that's
just a regular group.
No, there's usually one person is always in there, but like it's always a mix of like just 6 villains usually.
Yeah.
Though sooner or later, I'd like for Spider-Man to point out to the group, wait, what? There's one more of you. That's 7. Yeah, we're the Sinister Six plus 1. Just have an argument over naming conventions.
Why do I feel like that is a gag later on one of the future Spider-Man movies?
I would
That's
hope.
bound to be. It's
Yeah.
bound to be. I mean, Into the Spider-Verse did the biggest. That one. Nope.
You? Oh my gosh, I still gotta see Across the Spider-Verse so badly, and I want to see it so badly.
You'll be rewarded.
Yes, you will. You most definitely will. It is so fucking good.
Oh yeah.
Loved it.
I've been tempted so many times to go back and watch it again.
What
I
about
might
you?
go watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, well, what about you, Cruiser? Are you Kraven the Hunter?
No, I'm not a superhero fan.
Uh-huh. I was about to say. The only person I know who didn't look forward to seeing Across the Spider-Verse was the concert Cruiser.
No, I like Spider-Man, dude. There are some exceptions. Spider-Man's one of them.
The only
Wait,
thing that's
Spider-Man's-
odd in... Oh, good.
Sorry, I'm confused. You don't like superheroes in general, but Spider-Man is the exception?
There's a few exceptions. Like I do like
He-
X-Men. I do like Deadpool. I do like Spider-Man. Doctor Strange. That first movie that was surprisingly good. I wasn't expecting
Watch
that.
the second one. It's basically a horror movie.
That's what I keep getting told. But basically, when the first Iron Man movie came out, I thought, oh, okay, well, this looks pretty cool. And before I could even see it, the sequel was out. And then another movie that connected to it. And then another movie that connected to that. Another movie connected to that. It's like, okay, no, I am not going to watch 20 movies in a row. And I just gave up before it ever started.
But he'll watch 20 movies of something else.
Not really. I haven't watched a lot of movies lately, except for the Transformers movie, which we will get
that's
into
not
later.
the point, though. Not the point, though. You'll watch 20 movies of something else, is what I mean. Like before, like appreciating all the like Marvel and hero movies and everything like that. You'll watch something else that's almost similar to it. It's just that you'll follow it more than to be like, oh, that's superheroes.
It's Bird. It's Plane. It's the joke.
No, I'll be barking.
But anyway, Evan, moving on.
Quill, this is exactly what I gotta deal with every single time I come on here. We got another caller coming
Actually,
in.
wait.
You have my condolences.
Back onto the Kraven thing, though.
Yeah.
I'm not liking how they're giving him his powers.
Yeah, it was
Well,
weird.
Stupidest.
A drop
so-
of...
A drop of lion blood.
Well, okay, I admit I'm less knowledgeable about Kraven. I only know the Spider-Man, the 90s cartoon.
Yeah.
I only know his powers through there, where he was given a chemical to save his life, but drove him kind of batty.
There are like I mostly know of 2 ways that like he's gotten his powers or his abilities. One is like, it was a medical serum of types. The second is that he was given powers by some sort of deity or something, like he found a statue or something like that.
There's always a deity
But
involved.
no, just how this works. And again, it plays into the whole Morbius vibe too, where it's just like a drop of animal blood is all you need to alter your DNA.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be surgically injected to you or anything. Nah, open wound, drop blood. Powers.
You know, it's like if you get an open wound, I
know-
get a piece of wood stuck in me, am I going to turn into a weird wood man? I don't know.
No,
You'll become a real life
genetically
Woody.
bleeded you.
Ha
No,
But no,
he's
it's
all
just that,
hug. He's all hug. He's big. He's heavy. He's wood.
It's wood.
but no, yeah, it's just again, just like in the trailer, he's mauled by a lion, and then like the lion's blood just happens to drip into. I think it's assuming that he has like a hole or like a puncture in his heart or something, and that's what it dripped into.
What?
Again, that's just
Your origins
I
of
are
all the
weird
ways you
nowadays.
could give. Yeah, of all the ways you could have his origin story be, I feel like that could have been done better.
You went with blood.
Yeah, I mean, Morbius was more believable than this.
Well, Sweetie Bloom in the chat rightly points out she works with animals, including surgeries. So if that's all it takes, she should have all manner of powers. My fear is that
She should have night vision. She should have all
But
all those abilities of every animal.
She is the animal
my
kingdom.
fear is though that she'd wind up with the Chihuahua's powers, which are mostly to yip real loud.
No,
There's
no,
three
they-
of them
they were,
in my house.
They were made to fight chupacabras.
And your house is this quiet? I applaud you.
It's the microphone.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I applaud your microphone choice.
We got another caller coming in here, Prince Goldfish, who's coming in
Yeah.
here. Gonna bring him real quick because we have a lot. I'm just gonna kind of go quickly through the Nintendo Direct, the stuff that was talked about and everything like that. So I'm just gonna bring him in. Thank you for your patience there, Prince Goldfish. It's all over. That's the most powerful of all. I think she's acknowledging the Chihuahua remark. Oh, dear Lord, Prince Goldfish, you're on, Ants.
Speak.
PG.
PG?
Prince Goldfish, you there?
Buongiorno, Prince Goldfish.
Your crackers are delicious.
The snack that smiles back.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
What, for him to speak?
No, Spy Family movie.
Okay, we got something.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
we got
There
it.
we go.
There he is. There he is.
Look at that. Oh, hello.
Oh,
I can't hear you.
Can't hear you, dude.
I think you're having a bit of a problem with your microphone there, dude. What's he doing? Is that sign language?
I think it's just acknowledging he can hear us, but not the other way.
Yeah.
There's furious button pushing taking place.
On a cell phone? There's only 3 buttons on a cell phone. All right, Prince Goldfish, thanks again. I guess you're having some tangle difficulties. I apologize. Only...
Do you think it's
Oh.
easy to annoy people when you know sign language?
Oh, well, depends. You're not going to be able to annoy the people that actually know sign language.
No. I meant like because you don't know sign language, but you have like someone in front of you that's just doing it in front of you, but like just being like, I bet you can't tell what
I
I'm
know
saying.
this
You're like,
feeling all too well.
Yeah, I know. Cause, like,
I know it
'cause, like,
all
it's,
too
like,
well.
Because I feel like it's the same thing when you don't speak Spanish or any other language, and there's like someone speaking it, and they're just speak it. I just feel like, or they're just people that do sign language that are just there by their family and everything, just right there doing signs all the time, and they're just looking at me
First-hand
like,
experience, and I've
Like,
been
what the
living with
fuck are
it
you
for
doing?
3.5 years.
So, going...
Because
Anyway.
what my girlfriend will do, she'll sign language with her mom, and I look over. She'll do it like, but she'll also say the words too. So I'm not entirely lost, but at the same time, I would go like,
you take
See,
notice that when they're pointing at
I
you.
have no idea what you're saying.
Now, see, I could see ways to torment with sign language. Like you're doing the sign language, but the rest of your body you're kind of swaying, look a little seductive, and the other person's just like, "What are you saying to me here? Hey, what?"
Body language, don't you know?
Oh yeah.
Body language. Or you can get right up in their face and sign, I think you're a wonderful person, but you do it all really sharp and terse moments. Like, oh God, what did I do? I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah,
I
like
know-
sign language has like their own fonts and ways too. You'd be like, you know what?
There was a okay. So every once in a while, I'll see Jeff Dunham stand up.
Oh my god.
One of the fucking funniest bits I've seen from him is when he has Peanut out and he's talking about how he had the interpreter.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
sign
the
language
best with the interpreter.
Yep. They brought deaf people to see a ventriloquist.
Anyway, I'm gonna go through the Nintendo Direct real quick. It was a Jablon. I didn't even know this was happening. I think we were like talking about it last week. Like Nintendo's got to do a Direct at one point. When it's got to be like before the end of June, and then lo and behold, next week Nintendo Direct. And I remember when I learned about it, Jablonski basically comes up and says, "Nintendo won Games Fest." Just no comparison.
Yeah, it did.
And I like what they came out here. We got some stuff for Pokemon with the upcoming DLC. Not a whole lot aside from just more descriptions of the settings. Like the teal mask setting has more like a Bonadori like setting with the festival, and more of a Japanese kind of look to it.
Are you a Switch player, Silver?
No, I don't yet own a Switch, but I've been hearing good things. Of all the things of the Nintendo Direct, though, I'm wondering about the Sonic Superstars.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, sorry, am I jumping too
No,
far
go
ahead?
on. I was gonna say we talked about this last week. I was gonna bring that up, but we did see some more stuff. Like, what was your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm flashing back to when on the Nintendo Wii there was Super Mario Brothers Wii, 4-player co-op, and you could throw your friends off a cliff. You wind up with a lot less friends after that game, and so I'm wondering if Sonic will suffer the same fate.
Well, who doesn't want to push Tails off a cliff?
That was
But he can fly.
Exactly.
The Mario games have tested many friendships in several ways. Like you have the Mario Kart.
With the
That's
blue
the first
shirt.
one. Then you have Mario Party, where you're competing regardless. But there is one Mario Party game, or there's one Mario Party map. I think it was in 8 or 7, or damn, I forget which one. But like, it's basically Monopoly. It's Mario Party combined with Monopoly.
What?
Because the way that you're supposed to win in this map is that you go to hotels and you donate coins, and however many coins you donate it in, like, that's how many stars the hotel will get, and that's how many stars you'll get. So it literally, like, you're combining Mario Kart with Monopoly of people just going like, stay the hell away from my hotel. Don't you dare buy my hotel.
You sure you're not mistaken for Hotel Mario?
No, again, it's Mario Party.
And somehow they've made generosity contributions competitive.
Right.
Good God.
Yep.
I think they're
Right?
even...
You're supposed to just be giving these coins away. But no, we have to make it a competition to see who's the most generous.
I know. Then again, let's
You
just
get a
face
coin,
it.
and you get a coin.
That's actually
and
the
you
funny
get a
thing. I was
coin.
actually recently learning, going back to that guy I was listening to. Apparently, nobody plays the game Monopoly correctly, which is really kind of interesting.
Yeah, no one does.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody reach the end of a game of Monopoly.
Well, no, yeah, because everybody changed the rules. Like, example, free parking. What do?
Nothing.
Exactly. Nobody reads the instructions.
There's fuck you. House rules.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got a lot of other games here. One of the smaller games that were released was this one called Palea, which is like this life, which is like a life simulator where you can explore, hunt, or just relax. I honestly thought it was great. I like open world games like that. Another Detective Pikachu is coming out. I need to know what Jablonski thinks about this. I'm sorry, because you were a big fan of the original.
I'm excited for it. I like the first one.
I like its name too, where it says Detective Pikachu Returns.
He went back.
Yeah,
It also gives me a chance to see what the hell they're going to do with the second movie.
that one I'll be interested in because I did see the first movie and it was better than I thought it was going to be. Silver, did you catch that film?
No, I've seen clips, but I haven't really checked out the whole thing. Much like the trailer for Pokemon, I've just thrown up my arms. It's like, there's 1,000 of them. I'm old. I can't keep up with this. You kids go and enjoy your Pokemons.
I don't play the games either, but I thought the movie was entertaining.
I mean, the only thing I really love is just like the artist that they got for to do the Pokemon for it, because the artist that they did for like to make the live action look to the Pokemon and all like that. I followed that artist before and like I've seen their work and just going like, I would love to see this in real life, and then like how they just made it into the movie. I'm just like going, I could believe this. Yeah.
But yeah, it is like it's really fucking predictable with the story, but it's more the ride than it is the destination that you really get to enjoy it, especially if you're a Pokemon fan.
Indeed. Some of the other games that were announced, there was some stuff with Pikmin 4 that was released, but there were three Mario games that were announced. The first one that got a lot of attention. I never said I lacked experience, but do you want everyone acting like me? What?
Sweetie Bloom and I have sort of this kill them with kindness competition going.
Oh, really? Who's taking the lead?
It's kind of funny. You can't quite quantify it. So everybody wins. But it's really me.
This kind of reminds me of Jake and Amy's competition for like the first couple seasons of it was like the first season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh my god. But yeah, one of the other the things that got out there was the Mario RPG remake, which I've never played, but I'm actually getting really tempted to do so after seeing it. And of course, the last one that was announced, which was Mario A Wonder. What is it, Mario? Or as I like to call it, Mario LSD at this point.
You too.
And then there's a Peach game.
I mean, you're right about the Peach game, but the moment I saw that pipe just start wiggling, it's like, oh, Mario, what was in that thing you just touched?
Right. I know. I was thinking the same thing. And now he's an elephant. Now he's an elephant for some reason.
And I'm a little weirded out by the talking flowers that are basically just, they kind of look like a tuba.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that too. It looked exactly like a tuba. Well, then again, every power-up has a face, so why not?
So it's Mario in Wonderland, basically.
Yeah.
That's the polite way to put it. But here's the big negative I took away from this. All the Goombas in the trailer are asleep. And I just think Mario looks like a monster because they're not attacking him. How would you feel if you took a nap on a nice sunny day and someone came in and caved your skull? Okay, I take that back. You'd be feeling dead, so...
You wouldn't feel anything. There's the
Oh,
benefit.
thank God.
But you wake up in the hereafter and be like, hey! You booted me in the head!
Yep, there's Mario RPG, Mario Wonder,
you probably tell
and
that it's a crushing...
a DLC for the Mario Raving Rabbids game.
Hold on. I just want to check that. You guys talk. I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, we're fine. It's just probably your phone, sweetie. I apologize. I'm looking at the thing right now. We got a little bit of some stuff there.
Oh, yeah. Twitch has streaming by its nature features some lag. We're a couple seconds in the future.
I know, right? That's like that's really interesting stuff. But yeah, you were talking about the DLC for friggin' what was it, Kuma?
Oh, that's the other Mario. Another part of a Mario game is the DLC for Mario and the Rabbids. Sparks of Hope.
Have you been playing that?
No, I've never played it.
Yeah, they also got DLC coming from Mario Kart 8, which is really weird, honestly.
I don't think it's a DLC. That's it's a course pass. It's not. It's probably going to lead into DLC, but I think this is just like, when they do like the Game Pass thing or something like that, where it allows you to like get all the other stuff before it comes out or something.
I can hear you there. Thank you, by the way, Sweetie Bloom, for pointing that out there for making me check the screen quality. I apologize for that lag. One of the other cool things there were the compilation stuff. Like, I love this one that's coming up for the Arkham games, which I've been wanting to play. Never have because, Nintendo. And, of course, the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection.
Wait, what?
You didn't see that?
Yeah.
What? Yep. Go back to what you mean, because Nintendo. It's like, what?
Nintendo,
I mean, like-
Nintendo never released the Arkham games.
You could play them on other systems, like
He does not
I'm
have the other
sorry.
system.
Yeah, dude.
I know, but like I'm just right here going like nothing was stopping you. You chose not to play them.
I
Money?
chose not to
You have
buy
to
them. That
do
was
it?
my thing.
You chose to
You have to
buy
buy the
Switch, not my
games, you have to
fault.
buy the system.
You got to do the same with this too.
I already own the system.
Of course, now I'm thinking of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He chose poorly.
Exactly. Like you're blaming Nintendo, and he goes like, "Fuck you, Nintendo didn't have the game." It's like, we didn't own the game, motherfucker.
Very funny. But yeah, we got the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection coming out here with Metal Gear
Oh, that's
Solid,
gonna be interesting.
Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, the original Metal Gear Solid Snake, Metal Gear NES, Snake's Revenge, and it has everything. Screenplay, like gameplay books, master books, strategy guides. It has everything in there. And even the soundtracks, which I think is fucking cool.
Kudos to anyone that gets it and like plays the whole thing on their first try and all like that, just because like I never got into the Metal Gear series or anything, but I know the story because like I watched my cousin play through the whole thing. Again, kudos to anyone who follows that, just because like I consider it the same thing of like Kingdom Hearts. You could follow it for a certain period of time, but there are parts where you're just going, what the fuck?
Who's this guy?
Yeah, because like there's a whole bunch of stuff of just like going like, oh hey, this character was this guy. This guy worked for him. This guy double crossed this guy. Now he's working for the other group, but you have to work for him to get in good with this group. It's like, I thought I was just a spy here. Like I just had to go behind enemy lines and get some information. I thought that's all.
Right.
No, you're in a whole cabal of shit.
No, you're in a soap opera. Welcome
much,
to
yeah.
all my Metal Gears.
That's actually funny. Very good.
Yay! It's a box.
So one thing I am gonna say is I can't wait for the fight with Psycho Mantis to see if he'll actually read my memory card like in the original game.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting for all the games that they have to update it with.
Only the first Kingdom Hearts made any kind of sense. I mean, the second one was whatever.
No. The first one, the first one is the only one that kind of made more sense.
Yeah, more.
Yes,
There's a way to put it. Yeah.
I'm with Sweetie Bloom.
Yeah,
What
the
you-
ones
oh.
after that are just so confusing because it's like Roxas is Sora. Roxas is like some other person that hid inside of Sora's body.
Not really.
I don't know.
He didn't hide in his body. He was just the leftovers at that time. He became a Heartless. He was the shell.
No, but Roxas was another whole person though, and when his spirit went into Sora, he wasn't
Okay.
just like another piece
the
of
whole
Sora.
timeline of Payday is more simpler to follow than fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Well, that's because that's crime.
What have I
That's
done?
crime and like
No, it's actually really fucking weird.
no, I follow you because of having like people that come in as the DLC characters.
Oh, I fucking
Anyway.
the John Wick one was probably the best one.
Anyway, you got a lot. There was a lot of other stuff there, namely just a lot of RPGs, some more DLC, and all that other stuff. And
There was one platform that was coming out, but I can't remember the name of it. That I'm looking forward to. I'm more of a platformer guy, so
was it the guy with the
that
yo-yo?
I'll be looking forward to. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I was actually looking at there. I forgot what it was called. Let me see. I have the notes here. It wasn't Headbangers Royale, which I thought I would. A part of me was actually kind of what.
Besides, I was gonna say besides like the Mario games, we also have another. I think it's the third or second game she's ever had by herself. Is the Peach game.
Well, it's
Yep.
didn't see lots. You just saw her go on a platform, and that was pretty much it. But yeah.
Well, did you bother like actually looking up things? Like it's pretty cool. I like the
did.
designs and everything.
Oh yeah, I like the designs too of what they had. I tried looking up any information, but there really wasn't a lot to say, honestly.
I know, but you can still like bring up stuff to talk about it and everything.
Oh, yeah, of
Because to
course.
me, it looks like you know, the whole theory of just like, you know, the Mario world and group is just on a like a stage, or like they're putting on a performance or and things like that.
I only knew that from Mario 3 and Paper Mario, but I didn't know that was.
Oh well, it's like no, yeah, that's like an ongoing theory because of because of those games. Like it always seems to start off like they're on a stage or something like that. And this one, the Peach game, kind of almost just really like
It is.
shows
It's
that
on a stage.
yeah, like she's on some sort of like platform or like some sort of like table or such, and it looks like yeah, she's on a stage.
I hear ya.
And the weirdest part though was the commentary by the creators were then dubbed over by an English actor who had zero emotion. So it's like, oh, she's standing on the center stage. What is happening? Bravo!
There you
Bravo!
go.
Nonsense Citizen Kane!
Here's the Oscar. Here's the Oscar right here. Oh, it's not there. Oh yeah, of course. Just
It's Nintendo. We'll get you an Emmy
Sorry.
from Metroid.
This guy speaks my language. Anyway, we got. Aside from that, we should probably. I want to before we go into Tumok, I want to talk to Cruiser about his thoughts on the Transformers movie. After that, we'll go into Tumok, and Quill wanted to talk about this book. He was Kraven, the Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, I originally didn't plan on seeing this movie, but my friend Irving Santiago was promoting his convention at UltraCon in front of a movie theater, to which he's good friends with the manager. And he told me, because Irving is a massive toy geek, this includes Transformers, that it was actually a good movie. And I was surprised by this. Like, I stopped watching them after, I think, the third film. I do know Michael Bay said he made too many of them, but I didn't really have any desire to see it. But they invited me to go see it. The manager of the theater gave me a free ticket, and with it a poster and this patch. Pretty cool.
Sick.
Yeah. So I decided to check it out, and I was pleasantly surprised. It actually was an entertaining movie. There are obviously it's not perfect. No spoilers here, just in case, because Silver Quill is an OG Transformers fan, so I'm not going to spoil anything if he decides to see this movie. But I thought Pete Davidson was going to be really obnoxious in this film. But surprisingly, he wasn't. He actually had that right level of, being funny for the kids, but not insufferable for the adults. I got to give the guy props. I was not expecting that. The Beastimals, is that what they call them?
Maximals?
Maximals, there we go. I'm thinking of Beast Wars for some reason.
That's what they were called in Beast Wars too.
Mm-hmm. Those came out really good. All the voice actors did a pretty good job. There is a younger brother character that, honestly, his performance was fine, but if he's supposed to be sickly, they could have done a better job at making him look sick. But all in all, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. But then again, I am not an OG Transformers fan. So if you are, your results may vary. But for just a fun evening out, yeah, I'd recommend it.
And also stay for the after credits.
Yes, I was not expecting that. It's just one of those things where it's like, wait, why didn't I think of that? It's right there the whole time.
Now, if only we can get the Power Rangers and Team NT together.
Oh, okay. I know what you're teasing. I've checked the news. I know the things.
Sweetie Bloom says no theme, no watchy.
Do you plan on seeing the movie Silver?
Not really. It's not that Michael Bay made too many. It's that he made any at all. Of all the people. This was a guy who had no respect for the original cartoon. So first one, I had sort of a guilty pleasure fun, but on the way drive back, I realized, hey, that didn't make sense, and that didn't make sense, and that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So it was
I
like
stopped at like 3 or 4.
I stopped at 2.
3, 2. I will admit 2 is a guilty pleasure of mine. It's not good.
Oh, that's fair.
It's crazy, but I have the tin DVD case, and I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of this.
So, Silvercoat, question: have you seen the new posters for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie?
I have, and I've seen the trailers, and I mean, here's the thing: being an OG fan, I actually get to celebrate what people are doing better in these new iterations. It's not really a case that being an OG fan should make you bitter towards the new stuff. You can celebrate, hey, you did a lot more characterization. You didn't let the toys totally dictate the story. You didn't throw in a ton of racist stereotypes. Except if you're Michael Bay.
There you guys.
Well, speaking of, but going back to what you said with the first movie, because you said it's kind of a guilty pleasure territory. Because I've heard you say this before, that on your ride home, you said, "Wait, that didn't make sense, and that didn't make sense, and that didn't make sense." Can you tell us what didn't make sense?
Why anyone would want to be near Sam Witwicky?
Besides that.
Well, let's see here. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't have total memory. But why would Megatron imprint the Allspark coordinates on some guy's glasses, the most fragile material on the planet?
Also,
I mean,
all of them too. All of the information.
Yeah, right.
All the information. If the Transformers,
on glasses with lens about like this small, and aren't they like cracked too?
Yep. And the Transformers learned our language through the internet. Why didn't they destroy us all immediately based on that?
Yeah, that's a pretty legit argument.
Yeah.
Although it was the early 2000s and YouTube really wasn't a big thing.
Oh, trust me. Look, it's just
Evan. No, Evan. It doesn't matter what year. They're a race of sentient robotic.
All right, you made your point. You've made your point.
They could have came in the 1900s and just been like, actually, no, they have been here in the 1900s,
right?
I totally forgot that. Yeah, because like we have old ass Transformers
that are never really expanded on.
Oh yeah, that was in like The Last Night or something like that.
I think it was the third or second movie.
I would love to
Either
see
way.
Optimus Prime speak lolcat.
Yeah, because I know like there's the big 52 bomber plane or whatever Transformer that they awaken.
Or Jetfire.
Yeah, they awaken him and they're going like, "It's a Decepticon, run!" And it's just like, what are you talking about? I'm not a Decepticon anymore. Like he just.
I remember a lot of people almost got pissed off about that. Him Jetfire being a Decepticon.
And yet they did it for Rooster Teeth. Did the same thing for their cartoons. But sweet, I agree. It would be kind of funny. Bumblebee, I heart you. I less than 3. Our time together, lol. Megatron, get wrecked, Raffle.
Raffle.
Prepare to get, as the kids say, woke.
Oh my god. Speaking of controversy, we'll be right back, everybody, as we get ready for the Jablonski's big segment of 2 minutes of controversy. Stick tight. Yeah. Stand by.
Welcome to 2 Minutes of Controversy with me. So it's that time of year again where we get into Comic-Cons and all these different kinds of conventions. However, San Diego Comic-Con is looking a little bit thin this year, at least in terms of what they got going on, because due to many circumstances, writer strike, a lot of companies have been starting to pull out. And one side is saying that this is a bad thing. It's like nothing is, like Comic-Con is going to have nothing. And the other side supports the writer strike. And with this happening, I'm with the side of the writer strike, really, because what I honestly do believe that San Diego Comic-Con has been too influenced by Hollywood and relies on Hollywood way too much. And sure, conventions have guests on there, but they don't have full blown like studios and all that making announcements and showing trailers like San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con. And with the over reliance on those industries, there is bound to be problems. And I think this might be a good wake up call for San Diego Comic-Con to not rely all the time on Hollywood and other companies to push their convention. And this has been 2 minutes of controversy with me.
Why this is giving me such good light on the balcony?
I know, right?
Yeah, why? That's pretty good lighting, actually.
I'm on my balcony, and this has like better lighting than any of like the lamps and lights I bought. Yeah, a wasp gets in every now and then. We don't know how, or well, we think probably just because the bottom isn't fully like blocked.
Well, anyway.
It's like just wooden. It's mostly like a wood. It's like a wood balcony, so like it still has. Ew, we're talking about books. People still read.
I also forgot to
Yes.
unmute my mic.
Well, honestly, I just figured you were saying, here's your 15 seconds of fame, go! But yes, I had the pleasure of reading a dark fantasy recently, and I've been kind of intrigued by the Lovecraftian horror dark fantasy idea for a time now. This is a book by Zamil Akhtar, which I probably just terribly mispronounced, so my apologies. But it is set in, well, a fictional fantasy world but it focuses on two main characters. You have Micah the Metal, who is this paladin holy warrior looking to retake a holy city. And standing against him on the opposite side is a former guardsman, now retired Keva. And while these guys have no idea who one another is, they're going to clash over so many themes and relations, and basically become the embodiment of this conflict, even though they are largely separated for most of the book. But through it all, Micah is especially fascinating, as you think a paladin is supposed to be, I'm pure of heart and sorely driven by goodness. Oh no, you witness his fall in each stage, partly by his own choices, partly by circumstance, and the corruption of his own government. So you get to see the toll trying to be a righteous warrior takes on what would have been a good man, but for this conflict. And of course, I talk about there are very many eldritch horrors mentioned within this. One of the biggest is an underworld referred to as Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos,
Which-
that's fun to say.
It is. It rolls off the tongue.
I know, right?
Labyrinthos. The Fresh Maker.
Ah!
And I found it really enjoyable. There's already 3 books of this out there already, so I don't know if the sequels are a direct continuation or if perhaps the gods are consistent, but the pawns are different. But it is very much a dark fantasy, and so if anyone's taste go towards the dark and the unspeakable, this could actually be very fun and a good character study.
When you say that like they don't meet, like, do you mean like they don't meet like at all? Like,
Not at all. How to best put it? You have 2 warring armies at a big exchange. They encapsulate the spirit of each army and the direction, but it isn't until, well, okay, minor spoiler, it isn't until the latter third of the book that they start to clash on a personal one-on-one scale.
okay. No, yeah, because I'm just thinking of like, dang, what was the movie? No Country for Old Men, I believe.
Ah,
Where the
Call it.
the police officer, I believe, and our main bad guy or our main character, they never ever meet at all. Like, but there's like still this whole conflict between them, I believe.
right. We a semi-omniscient audience are able to compare them in our heads, even though they are acting in ignorance of one another.
Okay.
And so I found it to be a really enjoyable book, a very well done story. I'm not crazy that they advertise it's Game of Thrones meets Arabian Nights.
Nice.
And I'm just like, no, don't do that. Don't try to say you're the next Game of Thrones, because then I'll be looking for a Starbucks cup on the cover of your next book.
So yeah, this
You
is what I've
actually,
just been reading. So
Ah, nice.
Oh yeah,
Legends and Latte.
is
Oh,
really
even
good.
better.
Yeah, that's a really good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, this is what I've been reading as of late.
Whoa, you've been reading Cruizer?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Ah,
Yeah.
Kevin, do you read?
As I mentioned,
I read the
on the
zeros on my
previous-
check, thank you very much.
as I said in the previous stream, there's a band that I've become fascinated with as of late called Coheed and Cambria that have a book series that goes with their music, and I decided to start reading it. And this is this is the first book, basically all the comics put together in one graphic novel, you could say. But man, it turns out like there was like quite a bit of these things, so I got quite a bit of reading to do. However,
Stark needs to get a key and lock for his armor sets.
but Silver, you're actually quite the reader. How do you find time to read as well as edit, to play video games, and even just live your normal life?
What the hell is a normal
I was
life?
about to say the same thing.
Are you implying I'm normal? I find that highly offensive, sir.
Well, here is where you start hearing about Audible. Audible is
Actually, that is what I rely on.
Really?
like that is just like a good segue into an Audible ad.
Bravo, Kuma. That was good.
There you go. We should
I thought you-
Just start reading a whole ad, just being like, "Well, Cruiser, from what you probably think is hard to just read a book every now and then, you don't have to anymore with audiobooks from Audible."
So that's how you're an audiobook reader. To be honest, I actually prefer those just because
You're lazy.
I tried reading reading regular books and it just doesn't stay with me. But
it depends on the reader, though. Like there was this one book I was trying to listen to. The reader rather, had this whiny tone through the whole thing. It was like, I can't. I don't even like the story to begin with, but this is torture.
Sounds like the editor.
He's British. I still love that joke. But I had that feeling just once. And I bought the audiobook for Save Me From Myself by Brian Welsh, the guitar player from Korn. And now the narrator did fine, but there was one part that drove me crazy. Basically, he quotes one of the lyrics in Korn's songs, the song Blind. And in the song, it goes, "Are you ready?" But the narrator just read it as, "Are you ready?" Like, no, that's not how it goes.
I know, he didn't even
But
give
then
me,
only a true fan would know.
I know, they didn't give me a
Well,
chance to
hold
say
on,
aye,
guys.
Captain.
But here's the thing, though. When I actually met Brian Welsh, he said, "Dude, I know. I totally get it. That drove me insane." He's like, "Come on, I sound way cooler than that."
Exactly.
Now, one of the best was a Star Wars audiobook. The reader was very quiet and sort of mellow voice.
Oh, what?
So when it got
Which book?
when it got to Heir to the Empire.
Oh, I was
I
going to say,
believe.
my dad started reading the Book of Thrawn, which he said.
Oh, this is Legends material
I
as it's
see.
known now. So it's a fine narration until you get to an action scene. Luke lighted his lightsaber and struck out at the stormtrooper. He decapitated him in a shower of smoke and blood. Let's paint some happy little clouds here. It'll be our little secret.
Let the record show.
my.
Get
I
into
would-
it. Come on.
I would love to
Come
hear
on.
this voice narrate the killings of the Padawans.
Oh, you're killing of the younglings.
Yeah.
Anakin
Anakin, I
ignited
said
his lightsaber.
younglings, not younglings. You're supposed to kill the younglings.
Several onlookers could see his lightsaber whipping back and forth, wondering what he could be striking at that could be so short.
I feel like that
Anakin.
narrator has worked in some other materials.
Anakin, leave the younglings alone. We can re-educate them. You did what?
He just wanted to save Padme so badly. He just did anything. He just said, go to the Jedi Temple, just slaughter everything. And right before he's like, got it, he leaves, and then he's like, oh, just save the young... Wait.
It's like, oh, I should have been more clear on that. That's my B.
Silver, you're a Star Wars fan. What have you been thinking of the latest content from Star Wars as of late?
Well, I haven't read the books. I know Alphabet Squadron recently came out, and I heard some people, the anticipatory commentary, like, good luck getting an A-wing to fly at the same speed as a U-wing.
What? What?
Yeah. I mean, I got to drive a U-Haul, so I kind of empathize.
Yeah.
I have not been a fan of the sequel movies. The first one felt like, it revisited what worked already. But after that, I really felt like they began to not understand what Star Wars is about. And actually, at the prompt of a friend, I would very much like to compare the journey of Rey to Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind, and its lead protagonist. Because I find it very fascinating.
Do tell.
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but the premise is you have both characters starting off on their journey. As they move away from their area of familiarity and power, one of them her struggles increases and her perceived power decreases.
Love Nausicaa.
With Rey, the further away she gets from what was that desert planet?
Jakku.
Jakku, thank you. That's pretty much nowhere. The further away she gets from Jakku, her power just goes off the charts. There's no big unfamiliar problem. She seems supercharged to meet all of it. So I never sense vulnerability. And Nausicaa tugs at the heartstrings.
I still have to see Nausicaa. I was watching Studio Ghibli films on Max just recently as I was working. I was able to go through Kiki and you guys have obviously seen that movie, I'm assuming, aside Cruiser.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here's your perfect day. You watch Nausicaa Valley of the Wind.
Yeah.
Then you go out and you watch Across the Spider-Verse. Then you have like a really good steak dinner. Perfect.
I like that. I like
Nice.
that total. But yeah, what I was gonna say, because I was watching Kiki, and I grew up watching the regular VHS version that Disney does the dubs and everything, and what's interesting is the one on Max is highly different from it. They cut almost most of Gigi's dialogue. Some of the music was changed. I thought it was weird. 'Cause I actually kind of like the soundtrack from the original.
Well, here, let me get in full hipster mode, because I saw Nausicaa Valley of the Wind back in the day when it was called Warriors of the Wind.
Ah.
Warriors of the Wind, and I have got to find you the cover for this, because it looks nothing like the actual movie.
What's it called? Warriors of the Wind?
Warriors of the Wind, and it was actually it didn't have the star power of the more recent Nausicaa release.
Yeah, that's...
It was still a fantastic movie.
Yes,
but
Sweetie Bloom brought up something there. That was something that kind of bummed me at the end. Gigi doesn't speak again in the original, but in the Disney version, they do get his voice back, which I honestly felt like I was indifferent to that. I mean, I liked Phil Hartman as Gigi, but I felt like, yeah, he should have... I was satisfied to hear him speak again. At least he was still cute.
Okay,
When it comes to
I know not how to do anything to get this in other than throwing it in Le Chit Chat.
when it comes to, I will say that for The Force Awakens, for me that is a guilty pleasure because when I saw the original trilogy as a kid, it just didn't click with me. I didn't get it. When I saw the prequel trilogy, didn't click. I didn't get it. But it wasn't until I saw The Force Awakens where I went, oh. But then when people kept showing that it was just a retelling of the first movie, I just couldn't ignore it anymore. I said, okay, yeah, you're right. So I'll give it praise for getting me to at least understand Star Wars. But yeah, it is just A New Hope. So I'm putting in my guilty pleasures list.
There you go.
I have never seen this.
You won't.
I was just looking at it right now. Let me see if I can put. I know.
That is the okay. This is the VHS cover of the blockbuster video edition of Nausicaa, known as Warriors of the Wind. Now, what's not in the movie? Our central character there is not in the movie.
Well, she kind of is in the corner.
Yes, our main heroine, who never wielded a sword like that, is reduced to the background for the crime of being a woman.
Yep.
There is no there is no robot priest, though that sounds like a good metal
What the
band.
hell is that? A giant friggin'
This
acorn?
kind of
What
looks
the
like
hell?
this kind of looks like an off the walls D&D campaign.
He looks like the bat.
I was literally thinking that too. I could totally see this being some sort of D&D made.
Because we got the Artificer. We got the
Warforged
the Warforged.
Artificer. Yeah, the Warforged Artificer right there.
What is that they're even standing on? Is that wasn't in the movie, right? They were the
One of them
slugs.
has to be a beast tamer. I'm the dude riding the Pegasus is the beast tamer.
He looks like the.
What they're standing on is the rejected concept art for Tremors.
Oh my god, he looks like the bad. He looks like the bad guy in Super
No,
High
it's
Line.
no, what it is. It's the Alaskan bullworm.
Oh god.
He looks like the bad guy at the end of Super High Line. That's a very out there reference. I apologize.
I'll take it, but yeah, this was the cover. The movie does not deliver on this, and I don't care. It was still awesome, but I was like, why did they do that?
I love the first top quote, the most fantastic
Family
family
movie.
adventure in a world 1,000 years from now.
What?
Is this as much of a classic? Is this as much of a family movie as Watership Down?
I was just about to ask that. Yeah, is this like a whole family or something? Or I thought it was just like I was picturing just like it like being like a, I don't know, like the chosen one kind of story or something like that.
Oh my god, this
Well, it's kind of a chosen one story, but it's actually
Or
not
fish out of
as.
water kind of thing.
Oh my god.
It's a much better chosen one story than you might expect.
This is like going into Secret of the Seal territory, right here.
The future has never been so exciting.
Yeah.
So exciting. Of course, if you're looking for half these characters, you will be disappointed.
Heroes, demons, conquerors, creatures, and a band of young
warriors.
I just love how it does that. Heroes, demons, conquerors, creatures, ...
And teenagers with attitude.
Oh my god, this reminds me of.
On the wings of their grace. Challenge.
Which funny enough, I actually have
Put like space in the background of this and make it into like a rock opera.
boards behind me.
Honestly, like this kind of looks like the cover of that movie Heavy Metal.
I was about to say you could just put like space. You could put space behind them and say heavy metal.
And you forgot all the girls with big boobs.
Yes, exactly. The girls with big boobs.
But I love for a minute, I think we broke Kuma.
I was just thinking like this is the group that rejected Flash Gordon.
Savior of the universe.
They were just like, no, we don't need you in our group. No, you can have your own thing.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I might not have been a child of the '80s, but I was shown a lot of the '80s stuff growing up as a kid.
Yeah, no, he's an addict of the '90s.
I'm guessing this is very 90s cover, but wow.
It reminds me a lot of It's like,
But I'm showing my age as this was a Blockbuster Video copy of,
yep.
well, Nausicaa, but no, they called it Warriors of the Wind. And
Oh my god, it's like
But-
that one.
And none of this is in the movie.
Nope.
Some of it is in the movie, but not the way they're presenting it.
You could tell me that this was a arcade cabinet somewhere, and I'd believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like the side of an arcade cabinet.
Like I'm
Either
seeing
the
it
side
right
of the
there
arcade
in
cabinet, or no,
between-
that's what the pinball machine looks like.
I was like, I can see it right there next to Contra and to the Atom family
Polybius.
of- yeah,
Yeah, you could just say this is like a Polybius-esque game.
Oh, I'm
and
tempted.
it's right up against Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'm
and
tempted to
Simpsons.
control. Had I the cash, I would print up a cabinet with this and invite people to play in one of those last standing arcades, but it's just the ET game.
Oh, God.
I actually played that.
Me too. It was. I didn't really.
So did I.
I didn't have much of a good
My-
experience on it. Cruiser liked it.
My
No, I'm thinking
It
so many
was,
video games are just now coming to my head now. I'm right here thinking like this looks
was
like another
during
idea
a,
for the game Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
It was
you-
during a 24-hour charity event that I managed to get to play it because someone actually brought it in. I'm like, well, shit, now I actually have to play this thing to say, hey, I actually played this.
I actually met the. Evan, why don't you actually get the cartridge that I had him sign for you?
Yeah, sure,
The
no problem.
Atari cartridge.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, because he actually came to Florida for a video game convention, and Evan said, "Look, you gotta give me his autograph," and sure enough, I did. And Evan gave me his ET Atari cartridge for him to sign.
So a little bit of a story behind this cartridge. I went to like one of those mom and pop gamer stores, and I saw that they had a copy, and I just had to know like how much are you charging for this? And he says, just get it out of my store. So yes, he got it signed by Howard Scott Warshaw there in the front.
Nice.
You can't really see it, but it says "I'm sorry" on it. We went to Spookala later on, and let me just hold on. I'm gonna quickly just go to the host cam so that way people can see this. Hold on, let me just go to the host cam there so you guys can see it right there. You can't really see, but it says "I'm sorry" like written right around there. And we went to Spookala where the suit actor for ET was, and in the back he signed it. It says "Don't blame me." That was his idea right there.
I still like that. Don't blame me.
I'm gonna see if I can get other ET actors on this thing just so I can try and get as many apologies as I can.
And
I feel kind of like ever since I heard a joke of someone calling ET a walking ball sack, I can never get that imagery out of my head.
I'm
and
sorry.
like,
Whoa. I'm sorry. What?
no, yeah, there's a comedian that made a joke. I'm trying to remember who it was, but he made a joke about saying ET looks like a walking ball sack.
Well, it's sad because the guy actually has no legs the guy actor doesn't have any legs, but you know.
Oh, okay. I wasn't talking about the actor. I was
yeah, he was talking about the
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, I
alien
know.
numbers.
Okay, go on. Yeah, go ahead. Excuse me.
Damn, okay. Like, just because I said something looks like a ball sack doesn't mean I have to know that someone's reaches the ground.
I feel the same way about Sphinx cats. They look like a nut sack.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like those either. But no, yeah. Ever since I heard that joke, I can never get that imagery of like if I see ET, I'm just going like, damn it, he does. but like I'm also thinking of like when people make up the character designs and then like they go to make the costume. How did no one not see that? Or like, because like I know like E.T. is a book first, right?
I don't think it was. I think it was original.
Okay, then yeah, then like the concept of that, no, please. Like, how are you not in the studio or in the design room as that's going on to be like, guys, okay, so love the idea of him being short, his finger glowing to heal people and everything, but he's very hairy, or well, he has little hairs around his body, and he's very wrinkly.
Oh my.
I mean, besides the long neck, he looks like my grandfather.
And matter of fact, when just to kind of help you through the joke here, Silver, there is.
I don't know if I need any further context.
No, this is a different story.
Okay.
Yeah, there is an ET ride at Universal Studios Orlando, and you ride on the bikes that you see from the movie, and at the bike in front actually has a basket where ET pops out of. So anyway, now that you know that, when I met the actor who played ET, I asked him, "Have you ever been on the ride?" Now keep in mind, he has no legs, and he goes, "Ride? Will I fit?" And I went, "Yeah." In the basket.
Yeah.
Did he punch you?
He didn't know what I was talking about because he never seen the ride.
Count your blessings.
Yeah, he does that a lot and really have the same response. Like, count your blessings, you didn't get fucking punched in the face.
He was surprisingly cool about it. After I told him that there is a ride there, whether or not he'll fit, not likely. However, the bikes are on a platform and it goes like maybe 3 miles an hour. He can just kind of easily like hold on, like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. And he gets around on a skateboard that has a motor on it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's pretty badass, honestly.
Yeah, keep rolling, 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 rolling.
He's like Stephen Hawking of stunt actors. Only he can move, but you know.
I don't know. I only recently learned in The Thing. You know the scene where those jaws open wide and bite off the guy's arms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, they've hired a stunt double who had lost his arms in an accident. And they gave him artificial arms and, made sure that it was reaching just enough. So that was practical effects to actually bite off a set of arms.
Oh, yeah, I know people that used to do that. I really think it gave good jobs to some people with those like handicaps. I think is really interesting.
No, yeah, I applaud them giving work to to the handicap and everything, like people for that and everything. But that to really be a lovely conversation to have with someone about that too.
Oh, how was your day, dear? Oh, well, I had my arms bitten off by a mechanical alien.
Honey,
can I have your...
No, not just that conversation. No, the offering of getting that role.
Oh, this is funny.
We'd like you
You're
to...
perfect for this. Oh, really? Like, you love my headshots, or like think I have the right face or the right voice for it? Goes like,
Yeah.
we're gonna say yes to that. Yes. So your character gets eaten.
It's like, can I have your autograph?
Eaten.
Oh,
not so much eaten. Not so much eaten as bitten. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
I can see where they're going with it.
No, I just meant just slowly talking to the person, just being like, you see where this is going, right?
So I just found this out.
What is it? Breaking news?
Not really. It's more of something that we've already discussed. So Mortal Kombat 1 is bringing back an old fatality from Mortal Kombat 10.
Go. Can we guess? Let's guess. Every single one guess. Quill, you're the guess. You guess.
Wait, can we know the character first?
It's any character.
Any character. Okay, I'm going to assume it's the old Liu Kang arcade drop.
Nope.
Dang.
Okay. I'm going to... And you said any character can do this.
Yes.
I am going to say... Liu Kang's 3 cartwheels, then uppercut.
Nope.
Shit!
You go first next, Evan.
Evan doesn't play the games.
Babality.
No,
Oh.
no, I think that's already going to be in that.
I like how
What?
how Cruiser. You said that anybody could do this, and then Cruiser just says Liu Kang in the beginning.
Well, the pacifist of all things was.
Let's see. I would say. I think this was introduced in 10. The friendality.
Friendship?
Yeah,
Again.
there was literal like besides the fatality, you could input this code, and depending on whoever you're playing, they just go like, "Hey!" And they just start acting all friendly and everything. I think with Sub-Zero, he literally makes snow cones and shit. He's just really going like,
Funny, but no.
Can I make one more guess? Because
Yes.
I misunderstood you when you said everyone can do it.
Since you are the guest host, yes, you can.
I appreciate. I'm going to assume that this is a stage fatality, where you throw someone into the living forest.
No, actually.
Try 0 for 2.
Okay, so they brought back quitality.
Quitality. Oh, the harakiri.
The one. Okay, so what happens is essentially if you rage quit, it's automatic fatality.
They had that, and oh wait, yeah, the reboot happened. Was it 9 or
10?
Okay, yeah. They
brought back quitality.
okay, I never really played online that much.
Yeah, but I've seen it a few times, and it's actually pretty funny.
I wonder
Silver,
if
what game? No, go ahead.
Oh, I wonder if they'll reintroduce Havoc. He seems well suited for that.
Yeah.
But what games are you playing right now, Silver?
Well, not too many. Destiny 2 has been an interesting ride, but it's lost a lot of momentum. Trying to do the expansion for Horizon Forbidden West, but not really feeling that either. I need to get into.
How far did you get in that one?
How far? Well, I've only gotten to where Aloy has met her counterpart, and is trying to gather information resources. I know the controversy around it already.
I'm at the mid boss.
Ah.
Hate the mid boss.
Silver,
He's an arrow sponge.
Ooh.
I just finished. I just finished Sonic Frontiers, and I want to go back to the Mummy Demastered and finish that because it's basically a Metroidvania game, only based off the shitty Tom Cruise Mummy movie. But this game was the only good thing that came from that movie, so I want to finish that and probably play Resident Evil 4 remake again. That was a lot of fun.
Okay, my girlfriend. A little quick story here. My girlfriend, who's a massive Resident Evil fan, she's at the scene where she encounters the regenerators, and the moment she heard the breathing and saw the thing on the end, she's like, "Nope, I'm done. And then I saw the scene that comes in. I'm like, "This thing scared you? This thing looks looks underwhelming as hell." It's like it's like he regenerates. Okay, cool. Stick a grenade down his throat, and then you're done.
Well, here's the thing. With the old ones, the one thing about the regenerators is that you have the sniper rifle and you need to have an infrared scope.
Yeah,
because there's leeches on there that you have to put on, that you have to shoot. But the thing is that with the original ones, they had this very, very creepy breathing sound, like.
But I hear that at an anime convention.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't go to those, so.
I think the creepiest sound that I would probably recognize more is the clicking ones. I think.
The clickers from Last of Us.
No. It's a monster in Resident Evil, but like they make like a clicking noise or something like that. I think it's similar to not the regenerators. I forget, but like they mostly like crawl on the wall, I believe, or something like that. I forgot.
Oh, lickers.
Liquors, yeah, that's what it was. They have like this odd sound to them. I forgot what it was. I don't think it was like a clicking sound, but like it's very distinct to where I was like whenever I played that scene, I'm going like, oh god, I gotta see those things because like they're just like Resident Evil like bio monsters and all like that, where they just look like skin and no real face or anything. It's just kind of like a mouth and like a venom-esque, but like more thicker tongue coming out and shit. It's so weird.
For me, in Left 4 Dead, it's Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, here we go.
The fucking witches.
Ooh, yeah.
As soon as I hear the cry, like nope, 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 nope.
I hate when like they're in an area that you specifically have to go through. Like you can't cross or you can't go around it anyway. She's specifically blocking your spot.
Yeah, you just walk up to her and then shotgun behind the head and she's dead.
What about you, Silver? Was there ever a like a sound you heard in a video game that just really creeped you out?
Yes. It was whenever a Data East theme came up. Data East. It was in for a bad time. Now, let's see. What's the creepiest sound I could think of? You know, the squeal of a face hugger in any Aliens game.
I'll give you that one.
Freak me out.
The runner-up for me, it would have to be the Cloakers from Payday.
I hate
I
those
fucking
things too.
hate them with a loathing passion.
Oh yeah.
Whenever they're invisible and they just
No, they sneak up on you. They legit sneak up on you. You don't know it until you hear a and then they just go after you. I'm like,
The cyborg zombie from Space Quest 4 or Bash's Mass Effect 3. I'm surprised nobody here has said Sinistar. But
And I was just thinking that myself.
yeah.
I am Sinistar.
Run, coward. Dude, we gotta find I gotta have that voice actor on the stream, man.
Oddly enough, I was checking on YouTube for like scariest sounds in movies or scariest sound in video games. I'm surprised Watch Mojo has not tried to capitalize on this. Can we like copyright this idea and make them pay us?
Yeah, man. I have two. I mean, I have two. It's just the same franchise, different games.
I will say this, for the creepiest sound I've heard in a movie would probably have to be the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That sound.
Yeah.
That sounds like Monty Python. We have the nights to say
but no, all they did was just take a tuning cross piece.
Yeah. Did not know that movie effects are great.
Speaking of Monty Python, I actually, when they did the Kickstarter for the tabletop RPG, I actually got it.
Nice.
Oh shit! Nice.
It hasn't been sent out yet, but I got it. I did the Kickstarter for that one.
Whee!
Oh yeah, like I don't know. I have to rewatch a lot of this. I tried watching. I know this isn't Monty Python, but I tried watching Robin Hood Man in Tights just recently.
Mel Brooks.
And I watched episode 1. I'm one because my dad's a Mel Brooks fan, and he said I don't know if you're gonna like it or not. I'm like, yeah, let me see it. So I watched episode. And I'm like, wow, this is really underwhelming.
Wait, are you sure it's Men in Tights or History of the World Part 2?
No, it was Man in Tights.
That's a movie.
Men in Tights wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't a series, dude.
It wasn't? I thought
Men in Tights wasn't a series. That was a straight up movie.
Oh, I thought it was like a miniseries or something like that. Because it's
no,
on YouTube.
that's History of the World Part 2.
It says it's on YouTube and it's done episodically.
Well, you're
History of the World Part 2.
I think of something.
I think,
but it's not on
I think
YouTube.
you saw Men in Tights divided up into little sections on
YouTube. Maybe I did.
Did anyone sing "We're Men in Tights"? Yes.
Yes.
We're men in tights. We roam around the forest looking for fights.
We may look like sisters. No, but History of the World Part 2, I have mixed feelings on because there are good bits in it. There are some good bits in it, but overall, I think they should have just kept the part 1 as a joke. That
Well,
we're never gonna get a part 2.
Well, no, yeah.
Now I just want to listen to Jews in Space.
I was gonna say, wasn't that kind of like the whole deal that like he wasn't gonna do?
Yeah.
But
Well,
like the only reason he will do it is if it's nothing like the movie.
Oh wait, have you never seen the Jews in Space clip?
I don't know if I remember Jews in Space.
don't think so.
It's in.
Oh, it's classic. I mean, I know it sounds racist as can be, but it's Mel Brooks having some fun with sci-fi, and it is true joy. It is one of the funniest things. How can I?
At the end of History of the World Part 2, they actually do bring up that skit too. At the very end of it.
Oh my god, dude.
Let's see here.
It has Nick Kroll, Sarah Silverman, some other guy, I forgot his name, and then Wanda Sykes.
All right, since I cannot send you a link through the chat because I don't have the permissions, I'm sending it through the private channel. Watch at your leisure. I hope you will find it hilarious.
Okay, let me see what I
But yeah,
got here.
I want to say my favorite, the favorite one that they did for it is the Civil War.
Civil War. Oh yeah.
The Civil War one is fucking hilarious.
Just a guy wanted to go get a drink.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
It's still hard to top in the first movie with him coming down from Mount Sinai. God has given me these 15, 10 commandments.
Now, if I remember correctly, that scene wasn't even supposed to exist, but they managed to finagle it to where they could do it.
Ah.
So that was like literally an improv scene.
My favorite part is literally just like the part where Mel Brooks is going to be Arthur to no.
Oh yeah.
Let's not be Arthur. But is going to get his like I guess in their time it's their version of unemployment check and everything. And she goes like, so let me guess, you're an asshole. Did you asshole yesterday, or did you try to asshole last week or something?
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to do a subject change here, okay? I'm on Twitter right now.
Uh-oh.
And
Yay.
one of the stuff that was popping up in the trending tag of entertainment was rejected Harry Potter book titles. And I want to go down some of the lists here. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Artist that formerly known as Prince. It just shows a picture of Harry over that sink thing, and just next to him is Prince. Let me see what else we got here, just for the shits. Harry Potter and the Ghost in the Machine. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Wine.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Chamber Pot.
This is what I like. Harry Potter and the
And the what?
We lost him. He's already broken.
Harry Potter and the decking of Dudley in the Deck. Someone remade the Matrix series and called it the Patronics. Please give me more.
Harry Potter and Neville Longbottom is the real hero of the series.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer are stoned.
Okay, I like that one.
Oh my god, what's this one? Harry Potter and the financial sorcery he needed to put 2 kids through Hogwarts and still retire at 65. Just shows Harry Potter with a stick in his hand and he's like a balding old man.
Were you much of a Harry Potter fan, Silver?
I was, and I consider it a work that has surpassed its author. I mean, J.K. Rowling. She's out there now, but the book, ironically, I think the book means more to the people she insults than anything. Yeah. Although now I'm thinking, if we're talking elderly, Harry Potter and the Kidney Stone.
I'm looking at that right now. It just shows Harry Potter like, ah.
Oh well, I managed to predict one.
I found this one called Twilight shitposting, and it says if Twilight had titles like Harry Potter. The first one is Twilight. Bella Swan and the cute redhead who might or might not be a vampire.
Harry Potter and the plumber's crack of is that.
New Moon. Bella Swan and the secret of Jacob Black.
Harry Potter and the elf who banged Hermione. It just shows us an AI image of Hermione and Legolas kissing.
Eclipse. Bella Swan and the constant pleading for sex.
I just named the first Twilight Edward and the Stockholm Syndrome girl.
Thank you.
So Beauty and the Beast.
With vampires.
With not vampires. Exactly.
Harry Potter and the Order from Amazon. Okay,
There are 3 days for your money back.
I'm giving you one more. Harry Potter and the clumsy effort to reconnect with Cho Chang on Facebook.
Wow.
No, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Government Secrets. But when I was younger, I loved Harry Potter. But as an adult, I gravitated more towards Percy Jackson and other works in general.
But not from. What do you think of the movie adaptations, though?
Of the Harry Potter movies?
Oh, no, the Percy Jackson movies.
Oh, the Percy Jackson movies. First one I liked. Second one was crap. I'm excited for this new series that they're popping up with.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of excited about the idea that they're going to be doing the Harry Potter series on Max.
Very good.
But I got plenty of other books too that I'm still a Lord of the Rings fan. More specifically, The Hobbit. That's like one of my all-time favorite books.
I'm still a fan of the animated one.
Same.
The animated Lord of the Rings movie?
No, The Hobbit.
I never saw The
The
Hobbit.
greatest adventure is what lies ahead. Today and tomorrow.
You're a Lord of the Rings fan, aren't you, Silver?
Well, I watched the animated stuff too.
I think I know where this is going. I'm sorry.
The songs, but who didn't spend 4 hours watching the movies?
Okay, then I have.
Actually
This is a good segue.
Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom because I know this story. I'm going right back.
Uh-oh.
Go on.
No, come back. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Come back. Appear in frame, I command you.
Too late.
Evan met Elijah Wood at a con, and I recorded a message for him to play. This was actually just when we got back from Everfree Northwest in 2017, and I told him the story about my family. I said, "Hey Elijah, sorry I couldn't be there, but I just got back from Seattle and I couldn't afford to go. But I swore that if I ever had the chance to tell anybody from Lord of the Rings this story, I have to do it." So here it is. Everyone in my family loves fantasy. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Dark Crystal, Last Unicorn, Labyrinth, you name it. Everybody except my father. My dad has zero imagination and zero suspension of disbelief. But he knew my siblings wanted to see Return of the King, so he took them. But he did not anticipate how long the movie was. So my dad is sitting there bored out of his mind. And after so many fake out endings, it finally reaches the end. Frodo was saying goodbye to everyone. He's going to take off in a boat, and those end credits are going to roll. But he is taking forever. So my dad stands up and yells, "Frodo! Get in the fucking boat!"
Sure, that made him very popular with his fellow moviegoers.
Well, apparently when he's played the video to Elijah, he just went, "Yes!" And I got to tell that story to Sam the Wise, and he loved it. I'm guessing a lot of people did not like that scene.
Oh my god.
And now I'm just hoping I can tell them all that story if they ever do a panel down here again.
Oh, they totally will. They totally.
Frodo getting the damn boat is the new Shinji getting the damn robot.
But anyway, again, so we'll kick this back over to you here before we go into the final 5. What book series would you say is criminally underrated?
Well, let's see here. There is
Winnie the Pooh books
it is a good series.
by Stephen Fry.
Captain Underpants.
Dragon Weather.
Dragon Weather. Never even think I've heard of that.
That's why it's so underrated.
Ah.
Actually, it's kind of funny. It kind of ties back to Kraven. During a attack of dragons on a town, a young boy accidentally drinks dragon venom mixed with his human blood. They become dragon. What was the term? Dragonized, basically. Something other than human. But then mirroring the Count of Monte Cristo, he goes on a very long journey and featuring imprisonment, rags to riches, intrigue. It's a very well done story. A very different take on dragons, which I found quite interesting. A 3-part tale that I think would translate well into a film series.
You know what I
How
think
many
is
books are
underrated?
there?
As far as I know, only 3.
You know what I think is an underrated series that a lot of people seem to miss. Let's look over if you're liking sci-fi. The Honor Harrington series.
Ah, I've read the first book on that.
I got to meet the author.
Nice. Now, I do just want to point towards something Magical Starfish, Starflash, posted. Used to love Harry Potter, but can't support work where the creator wants to hurt friends of theirs. And when they suggest not reading them, people say separate the author from the art. And the reply is no. I can appreciate that. I had a chance to go to a Harry Potter convention last year, LeakyCon.
Oh, I've
And
heard of that.
a very real part of several panels is trying to reconcile enjoying the story but disagreeing with the author. Now, I enjoy Ender's Game, but Orson Scott Card needs to focus on his own damn family. So I can appreciate that conflict of, well, do I support this? Do I indulge in some part or counteract in another? Can I separate the work from the author, or do I feel that's disingenuous? There's no one answer, but I appreciate people struggle with that question.
Interesting observation here. Why did Sweetie Bloom say you're welcome? What is that about? Is it something I should know about with you and her?
Let's see here.
Did she recommend that book series to you?
No, I don't think. No, I read Dragon Weather many years ago. Well, before the Brony thing was going on.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. Film that's seen 4 times.
Oh, she's talking about the She's talking about the Lord of the Rings ending.
Oh, getting on the boat.
Yeah, 4 times.
Okay, so when she said thank you, she was referring to what my dad said.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because we're still in the future. I forgot about that.
What can I say except you're welcome for Frodo getting on the boat. It took 4 tries to say it's over.
She said I was the one who forced him to go to LeakyCon.
Ah, yes. Forced is a rather extreme term. Oh, it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I got to see Sweetie Bloom and her friend, and got some excellent panels and insights.
Wait, wasn't this in Florida?
Nope, LeakyCon moves around, so it happened to be in Denver.
Oh yeah, I think it was here during Florida. It was the year when the Final 5 happened. All right, welcome everybody. I wish I came back the moment you said that. Just said you bastards. So welcome to the Final 5, everybody. This is where we leave our Final 5 thoughts on everything here for stuff like that and everything else. Since Silver Quill, you are the guest here. I'm going to let you be the first person to go. Your time, you have about 1 minute on the clock to do it. So I will be keeping track of that. And with that being said, your time begins now.
My time is now. Excellent. Well, it's been a very enjoyable podcast, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it. I think I love seeing everyone's reactions to alternate branding for a movie. Well, before we got seen the 90s in action. And I do, like I said, I do appreciate folks and the struggle of the creative who may in fact be surpassed by their works, which is always interesting. And a struggle that will continue very much forward. I need to play new video games. We were talking all about these new Nintendo Direct, and I gotta say, Destiny 2, if it's not dead, it is definitely losing steam and energy. I need to focus my energy on something more fun and creative. But it's much better to focus creative energy on, well, your own pursuits. So, I've got resin work to do. I've got writing to do. I've got too much to do to spend that time on video games, I guess. Because I am an old codger. Meh. Yeah.
All right. I just recorded my update video for where I've been for my pony channel. I also just figured out a way out of a writer's block for the passion project that I've been working on. And I do have a special guest lined up for the next episode of Hoofrock, but if he's too busy, he said he'll do it, but he's busy with his channel. If he's too busy, then my next episode will just be a lightning round video. Try to get through songs I don't have a whole lot to say on. And I also want to see if I can try to make a video about Coheed and Cambria and why I'm so fascinated with them, as well as do another supplement video that serves as a review of some of the toys they've released for their Amory War series. And didn't get a chance to check on my friend's band Atheist, but I will next time.
All right, cool. I was going to say, one of those ideas you had was to do a video solely dedicated to concert shirts, and I really want to see you try and tackle that in the future. But that's another conversation for another day. Up next is Jablonski's forehead. Your time begins now.
All right, so I don't have too much going on. Work here, pecking away at Evan's project, and just kind of getting ready for my trip in a couple weeks. Also, next week I will not be here due to prior obligations. And then after that, the 9th will be my last stream for a solid, I want to say, month. Maybe a little bit more. But anyways, that's all I really got. Remember, kids, drink your motherfucking drugs.
He says that every stream. Okay, next up will be Kuma the Sleepy before he begins his segment later on tonight. Your time begins now.
Yay! Anyway, but I've mostly kind of just been playing a lot of video games recently. I've been playing the new Final Fantasy 16 that came out. It's a lot of storytelling for like actually doing any real action or anything like that, but pretty intriguing. Story is a bit confusing, but which Final Fantasy story isn't? Besides that, I played Street Fighter for a bit. That was okay, but got a little boring. Also replaying the Ghost of Tsushima. That's been a hell of fun because of how they're bringing the second one out soon. Well, not soon, but like they talked about the second one coming out. But no, yeah, I've just been playing a lot of video games, mostly myself, besides like trying to come up with more D&D stuff. But yeah, that's just been me.
Time's up. That's a lot of games, man. That's a lot of games. I guess that only leaves me. My time begins now. Honestly, there's not enough for me to say. I've been just doing my usual stuff there. I will admit I have been having some problems lately. Mainly just going through some stress, depression, that usual stuff. But I'm holding it out in there, guys. I'm working as hard as I can. I want to thank everybody who's been supporting me through these hard times, and also all those other things going on. We're gonna get things done. It's like a little sluggy, but I'm working as hard as I can. I want to thank you guys for watching, and yeah, pretty much just that. Again, Quill, I want to thank you again for joining us on the stream tonight.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Of course. And look at that. Congratulations. We received 100 messages today on the Restream chat. Thank you all for doing that for us. Sweetie Bloom, also really good talking to you on the chat. Feel free. Don't be a stranger.
Let's have her on next.
Don't be a stranger. Oh, we have her on as a guest host? Sure.
Yeah, why not?
I'd be on to it if she's interested in it. With that being said, we're going to move on to our final segment of the night. Now you hear Kuma's quote of the week. Mostly you, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Kuma's quote of the week, stand by.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Alright, sweet. Yay. So my quote of the week comes from a movie. Yay. It is the movie, The Help. Mostly just because this one is, kind of just funny and, it's a good way to say, to tell someone this. So just remember, you is kind, you is smart, you is important. And that is by The Help. Or, yeah, from the movie The Help. Which is actually a good, funny movie, honestly, too. But, yep. With that being said, from all of us here at Ants and our special guest, Silver Quill, let's write an ending to this. Goodbye.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell on earth.